Hello everybody, Kiereek here, more subcom action, and this is one where I'm actually doing pretty good, which is a bit of a change, but it's kind of cool. So I'm excited to show you it. I'm going to take it a little slower, and because there is a bit of stuff going on. You can see me down here going Cybran. Cybran just works better for me. When I play UEF, something bad happens and I suck ass. So down the bottom, Cybran, still yellowy because I don't bother to change it. Up here we got AMD Sempron. He's team 2, by the way. So me and him are on opposing teams. This guy over here is on my team. What's his name? Let's see here if I can remember. Acid Flame. Nice guy going Aeon. And then on my far opponent here, Xanatus. Let's go with that. Let's go with Xanatus. And he's doing Seraphim. So you basically expect from Seraphim, you're going to have Zui spam. From Aeon, I would have expected him to go Auroras all day, like everywhere, but it's not really what you get, so let's get it on. Bam, hopefully that wasn't too loud. I actually hit that key pretty freaking hard. And here we go, Land Factory starting up. My opponent, another Land Factory, Cybran. Land Factories all around, except for him, Air Factory, which is a little counterintuitive to the idea of getting Zuis out, but if he's planning on playing an air position, thinking he's guarded on the rare island, he is a little wrong. He's going to need more than that to get it started. So once the Land Factory gets up, I immediately queue up a whole bunch of naval yards. This is learning from that last game where I got absolutely dominated navally, and I want to do that same thing to my opponents this time. Knowing AMD is the better ranked player, even though he was mentioning he hasn't played in a long time. I know that feeling, but I still didn't trust just leaving him to his own devices in any way. So I want to pressure him and get him absolutely destroyed down there. Getting lots of power this time so I don't have any more power shortages. And using my commander a bit more in the base instead of sending him out. A lot of the times I do like to send that commander out in smaller maps like this, but I need him down here. He needs to stay down here, produce naval. So once the mexes are complete, he's heading off to make himself some naval yards, and I think my ally probably has some similar choices. He's making a lot of power. That's probably more power than you need right now. Even this much power is more power than I need. But I don't want any shortages this time. He's going straight to T2. There you go, Xantus. I'm going to spam T1 already. He's spamming the Zuis. We got T2 immediately from him. That's a weird choice because they're not that far apart. He must know that spam is going to come from Xantus. I can't say it. Xanatus? It doesn't matter to me, man. AMD has the same idea as me. He wants to get naval. If you get naval, you pretty much have it, because unless you can make a really strong air force, land isn't going to cut it here. You can Zui spam all day, but once naval gets up, it's no good. So I'm trying to get these Salems out. I think that's what they were, Salems, in Cybran. I always forget the names. He's still getting his T1 naval factory up, so that's good news for me, and I got my commander helping me out as well. So real commitment to get out the first naval unit and landlock AMD. I don't want to see any kind of naval expansion from him. At least that way, I can kind of play it a little slower. Getting these mexes surrounded by mass storage. I don't know why I went mass storage instead of T2 first, but it's been convenience. Get a scout out there. I love the look of the Cybran scout. Look at that thing. It's so floaty. It's wonderful. Some mantis down there just in case someone tries to drop. He's got his commander down here now. He's making additional factories, but I get the first sliver. They're not Salems, they're slivers. First sliver out, and he's going to head north. And the idea there, you can see queued up. You can't really see him queued up. Alright, let's select my dude. You see him queued up? I don't really know what's happening, but I do get that scout overhead, and now I know, well, shit, there's a naval factory and one on the way. Hurry up, little sliver. What does Xanthus see? What do they see? The opponent sees nothing. He has no idea what's coming for him. So that's a bad news bears for him, but it's going to allow me to come in here and start chipping away at that factory. And that's kind of the plan. He does attempt to reclaim me there, but too fast for you. I'm getting out of here. I'm going to the far side, and I'm just going to keep up the barrage. There's a scuttle being built here, so that's a good idea, I guess. I feel like I would have done pumping up more naval units, but I've got 3 factories up and running, and if I can just overwhelm them here, I'll be pretty happy. What do we got for air? We got some anti-air up and making some inties, looks like, interceptors. My opponent, he puts all these zoos out here and puts them on. I don't know why you bother putting them on patrol, but that's fine. It's not like I'm really over there harassing you or anything. Is he trying to reclaim me? Oh. Accidentally paused the game. Can't remember what I was doing that caused that. I think I tried to hit the delete button for some reason. Or, I don't know. It's a good question. So he's still trying to build up this scuttle. He's kind of pushing me back a bit, but he does have some heavily damaged factories. I didn't make it out there in time to win this race. I'm not gonna... I tried to take a page from my opponent last time, but I did not get anywhere near the amount of... what do you call it? I don't know. I just didn't get up all the factories in time, I guess. So he's got 2 and torpedo launcher. Torpedo launcher is successfully going to keep my slivers at bay. Look at the health melt off that thing. Those torpedo launchers are OP as hell. How many slivers am I going to sacrifice to that thing? And he's trying to repair it, trying to keep it at good health, but you can see me turn around at the last minute there. So I'm going to set my waypoint somewhere else. My ally with his little, he's got what, 1 T2 unit, and I'm sitting in a whole bunch of Auroras in there. He's going to make his way to the right. Thank you for taking my advice and focusing on this dude first. And he's going to try to chip down these mass extractors. Why is he upgrading that one? Has he already upgraded these ones? He has. I'm actually the lowest on mass. Well, fuck me. Apparently, I'm blowing it again in that regard. So that sucks. I hate blowing it. But this guy he's coming on in those Zooies. He manages to reach that max. That's a pretty long shot. Is he going to get this thing as well? I guess he's going to get this air factory as well by the time all those Zooies float by. And their attack submarines are out, but I don't think attack submarines can attack cover units. Unfortunately. Thanks to my ally pressuring this guy in. That's actually great. That is great news. And I'm switching it up. I got my inties out just in case. But more importantly, we're going to start work on some jesters. So I know he's out here relatively, all alone. What can I actually see? Let's take a look. Okay, I know he's got those 2 bases up there. I haven't seen too much for him. I'm a little worried. My ally here is getting stomped. But he does have his commander back, and he does have enough to keep him at bay. I think he lost an air factory there. No big deal. I sent in a jester. I'm hoping to help him clean this up a little bit, but he really didn't need it. And a frigate as well, coming over here just in case. One of my Tritons. A whole bunch more jesters are coming out though. I got 2 right now. See, what can he see? What can they see? They don't know anything about my base, man. They have not scouted us at all. Hoplites and rhinos on the field. So he does have T2 land. I don't think I ever bothered making that transition. Man, I'm nice and caught up with mass now, so I was a little bit behind. But everything's hunky-dory now. How many jesters do we got? Keep an eye on them. They're important in this game. Let's speed this up a little bit more. More and more slivers coming out, though. Those slivers got to amass down here. And when the time comes, then they're going to be the build-denying thing going on over there. There's a frigate coming around the side here. I think I was hoping to pick off this, but that cliff... I think the cliff fucks me up. Or can I even see it? Apparently I can't even see them. I thought I'd be able to see them. He does move his slivers out. Here's these jesters coming on in. And they're going to go work chewing apart this T1 naval factory. There's no AA in the area other than there's 1 in the base here. 1 intie is up. He doesn't seem to be sicking it on me. I do have these indies here to provide coverage if necessary. But that's going to go very much in my favor. I say screw the little torpedoes. Focus on this T2 mechs. But I'll get that 1, and then that AA fire is kind of bugging me. So they're going to bug out of there. Now that that's cleared up, let's get some of these guys in. Jesters, I think they should pull them back, maybe get finishing off those torpedoes. So that's a weird choice. Weird choice indeed. Little incursion of Zuis against my ally. He gets more mexes lost, but it's not really lasting damage, you know? It's not doing a heck of a lot. And more Zui spam just continuing to flow out of his doors. He might have had a chance. He's got some transports here. I think I'd load those transports up. He hasn't seen me, but he must know I can't be the most defended. Drop some stuff in here. You know, if they had just some scouting, that might have been pretty useful. Jester's getting picked apart a little bit, but they do take down that Mex. Thank goodness that's the way to do it. Trident over here, he is picking a few shots out, but I think there's a the Rhinos. The Rhinos are giving him a hell of a time, and now there is a Cerberus coming up. Put these guys on patrol. All these slivers. Don't really need any more of them, but oh yeah, look at that. Now let's focus on tridents. So don't really need too many more slivers. Because to be honest, once the waters are cleaned up, there's no big deal. Have I checked on Xanthus lately? No, I don't think so. I was kind of leaving Xanthus to my opponent, but really my opponent just kind of turtled it up. You know, he teched up really fast and then kind of turtled back a bit. That's a lot of Zuis. How does he possibly not? And like he sends in these transports empty-handed. I don't understand that, man. But with these bombers, he has T3 land. Not a land fab. Fabricator's the thing that makes mass for you. Some weird point defense location. They can't get over those hills. I'm keeping him nice and circling this bay, and now that that's being done, I don't really feel much pressure. The Tridents can come out here. I see he keeps getting murdered by artillery, so I'm gonna bring. There's no way you're not gonna do that with Zuis. I don't think. At least no quick speed. And sure enough, is that an Oblivion back there? Yep. We lost all those naval factories though. That's a lot of mass. If I can get these Tridents up front, it'll be no big deal. The last bit of navy for the opponent are these two slivers right here. And am I going to T2 yet? Oh, I do have T2. Commander's on an upgrade of some sort. I'm guessing that's probably T2 or T3. And yeah, we gotta just push our way through. My maxes are still T2. What have I done? I'm not in last. Acid Flame's in last as far as mass goes. And I'm in last as far as power goes, though. Xanthus, you're right. You are killing your ego a bit, but I'm not really much ahead of you, so I won't judge. I got one Renegade out now, trying to focus on some more gunships. They did me really well that first little part there, so we're just going to finish off that AA, and now I'm free to work on this Mex. That's the beauty of that. Now I think he's going to turn around here and pop this NG after. He must see it. I must see it. I'm referring to myself, but I don't think I get it before that. Nope, the Mex gets up. That's unfortunate. No biggie. No biggie at all. Now he's got to be thinking of a way, like, what do I do? He's still just kind of ecoing up here. You know, whatever's to you. We get advanced scouting here thanks to these little slivers. My Tridents are able to hold a lot of this at bay. You know, I give them credit for their T1, but you got to give the Tridents a bit of credit. They do their job pretty admirably. Yeah, he's got to rest. Kiereek, come on. Be human. He's trying to throw up another. Oh, that's a T2 one. It's going up fast. I see the danger, and all these slivers are going to turn around any day now. Turn around. There you go. And focus in on that, because we can't have that. I'm getting picked out a bit by the Cerberus. Again, that's going to last a pretty long time. Now it's got two Cerberuses firing on it. It's going to go down, but the job is done. And he's going to have to get the hell out of there, because there's still a lot of slivers kicking around. Here's a nice little engagement. A whole bunch of... Is it just Zui still? It is just Zui still. Coming in. I wasn't really watching until this point here. So they're going to get hit a little bit with Zui fire. And I was like, yo, let's move them over there. Nope, nope, nope. Not cool. Not good. Keep moving them. Luckily, they're much faster than Zui fire. So they'll do their job. And they'll keep him busy there. We've got destroyers on the field. And those destroyers are going to do way better than the frigates. Lots of range on it. He's building Gunthers to counteract it. but I think that's a very defensive move. When you're on the defensive that hard, I don't know if there's much coming back from that. He does have T2 air in the back here, so we see Volthus and Nafas coming out. What do I got going here? Oh, some Corsairs. Gotta love the Corsairs. And these mexes are finally getting an upgrade to T3. So that's grand. T2 power. I think I'm choking on power. I must be choking on power. No, just barely pushing it. I was looking around my base. I'm like, there's not much there. Another destroyer. Fucking stupid Salem. I think I ordered him over here. He took that, like, literally, I'll go right over the land. But no matter, he lives. And as long as he's alive, he can harass from a distance. Commander's not going to want to hang out there too long. Yeah, those Cerberus turrets maybe put out a little damage. But there's a shield up now, too, and that's not going to do much. Shield's going to go down hard. And it looks like that Gunther is the next target. I'm not really watching what's going on here. I'm just kind of sending them up and letting them do their job. I've got good faith in them. I'm more concerned about the flow of death coming down from Xanatus, however you want to say it. A lot of Corsairs coming in. Look and take care of this T3 land. That's my fear right now, this T3 land factory. And I'm going to lose him, yeah. But it gives me a bit of a flyby of his base. He's trying to get to T2 air. That's a good move, as far as I'm concerned, because he needs something to combat me, and land is not the way of doing it. I see I lost those frigates over here, probably because there's more T2 mixed in there now, and I wasn't really watching to micro them. And the mobile artillery is going to make its way in, but there's quite a few... Oh no, there's just one. 1 point defense. He's putting up another Oblivion. I think it'll be able to handle it. The Oblivions do great damage. It's a good point defense, if I had to say so. What do we got on the way here? More shields. I'm kind of concerned base-wise. More destroyers heading out. It's just a constant bombardment. Take out his mexes, take out everything that moves. He's really good at rebuilding though. These outer mexes, I could have been harassing the jesters or something small, you know? But that's one mex going to go down, and blammo. That's going to be a lot of mass, so he doesn't have to worry about juggling anymore. He can thank me for that. Another T2 torpedo launcher trying to get started. Turn these buggers around. Get that thing out of here. I don't want to see it. I think this one does get operational. There's a constant stream of missiles coming in though. Torpedoes, I guess they are once they're underwater. It's got one kill right there. Frigate comes in as well. You gotta recognize this danger. Luckily, I don't think there's area effect damage on these things. No, it's one at a time, but it's taking out a lot. It took out 4 of them before I could deal with his ass. And these destroyers just having a field day over here. There's no more. Oh, 1 point defense, 1 Gunther. Oh, poor frigate. I'm sorry, buddy. A lot of T2 and T1 mixed in over here. I don't know how I got these Corsairs embroiled over that. That was a dumb move. I must have been chasing something and stopped looking. I don't see them coming. I don't think. What do I see here? Nope, but I see him now. Time to turn around. What does Xanatus see? He doesn't see anything. They still haven't scouted my base? That's crazy. That's crazy talk. Turn around. Turn around. You gotta turn. High low speed. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Turn around and use your range to your advantage, destroyers. Am I gonna lose a destroyer? It looks like it. Unfortunate. But he's trying to make a move. I think he's trying to get into my base here. I've got a nice cruiser now. Unfortunately, this freaking cliff, it's so steep. It's a steep ass cliff. I don't like that. That's why I love the is it UEF? UEF and Seraphim, who have the real missile-based cruisers. Now those are cool. That's wicked. You know what I mean? That makes sense to me, because it's like you can fire up and over things. You know what I mean? Sure, it can be intercepted, but you eventually overwhelm the tactical missile defense, the TMD. So it's not a huge deal. A lot of bombers coming in now. I don't think there's any anti-air left. Just this one inty. One inty. And if he comes over here, the destroyer AA should be able to take care of a T1 inty pretty quick. Yep. Oh, it's actually a cruiser. My cruiser is sitting around here still. And now it's a field day. So we're just gonna harass the crap out of this guy. What is he trying to do here? Just build power? It's a weird choice. It's a weird choice. His allies asking him, hey man, or he's suggesting, hey man, evac to me. I don't know if it's going to matter too much. I guess you could tele-snipe, hypothetically, but probably not going to happen. So there's a lot of destroyer fire coming in. Let's get a good, ooh, nice shot. It's so beautiful. That little explosion ball coming in. Those wrecks of Cybran naval yards and the destroyers just moving through. Take arcing shots. I love it. Big help from those bombers too, help finish them off. I'm glad he saw that necessity. What's going on? Why am I submitting these renegades to this flak fire? Now is full share on? We'll find out in a second. Ooh. Boop. No, I don't know. It's staying in his possession? I don't get it. Normally these things explode or be passed on. Nope. Full share is on. There they go. So that does give Dennis a boost. He's basically equal to me now, which is fine because he's not really going to get a lot of time to do much with it. And I'm sorry to say, guys, there are a lot of desyncs in this one, but I just loved the thing. So I'll speed it up so we get through the desyncs pretty fast. They are to the end, but fuck it. You can kind of see what's going on around the edge. I'll keep the desync in the middle, and yeah, the important stuff happens around the outsides. So massive buildup of cruisers and destroyers. You can see the fire going on there. Absolutely obliterates them. I lost one boat. Whatever. He's got some Volthus coming in there, and he must have some sort of artillery, but they're gonna get destroyed by the cruisers. Don't fly your Volthus over my shit, man. Now my allies got a... Oh, I didn't see this. He actually got T2 Navy out finally. Alright, that's cool. That's cool with me. I don't know what causes these desyncs, but there's a lot of them. And there goes our last opponent. I believe he does control Cade. I didn't have my destroyers quite within range to do anything huge, so I'm going to say that was just a control K. And which is why I also didn't get another score bonus for that. But in the end, it turned out pretty good for me. I was glad to actually have done something in the game rather than done a little bit, gotten whooped, and then sat back and watched us play it out. So I hope you guys enjoyed it too. Sorry for the desyncs. I just really wanted to show this one. You know, it was a good, proud moment for me in my kind of slow improvement. So thanks for watching, guys. Have a good day, and I'll see you again next time.